Alright, time for a Kha'zix game. I'm against the Lee Sin, which should be a fairly decent matchup for me. I'm gonna clear towards top here with this guy. Let's see if I can get maybe an early sneak kill. If not, that's fine as well. Just gonna start towards bot side here. Give Trandemir the ability to clear his camps. Or clear his wave, essentially, because maybe Singe like cheeses here or something. Also, because he might cheese here, he might like mess with me on my red buff, and that's why I don't really want to start topside necessarily. So I'm gonna start bot, probably 5 camp into scuttle, or just like 5 camp into a gank. We'll see what happens. The elo of this game is just Smurf Q. This could be anything. I honestly couldn't tell you what elo all of these players are. So yeah, I went with a Conqueror setup here because they are reasonably tanky, not that easy to one-shot generally speaking, and Conqueror overall is just much better at fighting like Lee Sin one-on-one, for example. So I'd have a better chance at like killing him, fighting him, instead of I would go like Dark Harvest. I'd gimp my early game, and if I go Electrocute, I'd have a weaker time fighting the Lee as well. That's why I opted for the Conqueror here. Gonna go with a build that's gonna adapt to that. This build, basically, with the rune setup I have, you either go Gore Drinker or Eclipse. Eclipse against like squishy champions that do a good amount of damage against like this team, for example. Also, if they are more ranged and less melee, then Gore Drinker is also bad compared to Eclipse. But yeah, these are still like reasonably squishy, so Eclipse would be pretty good here. Just think about Eclipse Black Cleaver, just a standard build like you would do with Gore Drinker, for example. But instead of Gore Drinker, you go Eclipse. Also, Eclipse works really well with the Revitalize rune, which makes that a little bit easier as well. Make sure that my jungle item burn ticks, and then we W. And then we burn tick again. Just kite it back a little bit. And then the entire camp dies. Oh. Apparently not. After this, I'm going to go for Scuttle. I don't want to smite this, but I'm going to pop a potion just in case Lee Sin goes for some aggression plays. You see Twitch pushing up in mid, I might be able to gank that. Since just ghosted. He got the first blood there, okay. My bot lane seems to have traded fairly equally. I'll pop the other potion now as well. I'll hit the plant, see what Lee Sin's up to. Alright, that's Conqueror right there. That's why we have Conqueror. Conqueror, like, I could have smited Scuttlecrab as well, don't get me wrong, but Conqueror basically just allows me to live that for free. He could give me the information that he doesn't have Ghost, but it doesn't matter to me, because right now I just killed this guy. And I know for a fact Bot Scuttle is up, so I'm 100% going for Bot Scuttle here. I have to make sure I capitalize. Right, so I should get Bot Scuttle for free. And then I'm just gonna recall, I think. I have a complete Dirk right now, and Dirk is an extremely good back. That's unfortunate. Do I? Maybe? Oh, she was standing in there, okay. I see. I'm gonna do Gromp here and see if I could cover like a dive potentially. Bar doesn't have too much mana, okay. Could potentially look for a bot play. Missed the stun. Not gonna work, okay, sure. Looks like I'm just gonna recall then. Not gonna waste too much more time here. I have my Dirk, I have tier 1 boots on this base, so I'm just gonna buy that. And come back on the map after that. Are you seriously interrupting me? Oh, okay, great. I think I have to run mid now. That W interrupt from Kha'zix is actually really bad for me. Just poking him out. Man, I really wanted the back. I could have maybe killed the Ziggs there. But if I would have gotten the recall off, I probably would have gotten the mid in time to potentially kill the Ziggs. But it didn't work out for me that well. I need to back, absolutely. Very good interrupt from Kaisa there with her W. Kind of cost me a lot of time, tempo. My blue's gonna spawn in 50 seconds. I should go to Raptors, then do Wolves, then blue. It's about enough time to get there. Then I could look for a dragon with my Q evolve potentially. And play the game like that. There's a high chance that Lee Sin actually did my Raptors here, potentially. Let's see. He did not. That's good for me. Smite this. Walk it up a little bit. Alright, Wolves, blue should hit 6, and then I could look for a Q evolve dragon. I want to keep my smite for that Q evolve dragon if I do it. May have to pay attention to bot lane here, because I think Lee might gank it. Could be doing dragon, Lee Sin maybe. Would be a little bit risky if he did that, but he could. You can see the timing on this is basically perfect with doing the other camp. Gromp spawning soon. I could take Gromp before I look for a dragon play. Just have Gromp on cooldown. Get the extra experience off that, which I think I will. Just hit the W, lure it in. Q evolve there. Make sure I hold my smite here. I'll pop 1 potion. I should have... No, probably not popped the potion. Doesn't matter. Gromp would have healed me the full. Good gank on bot lane there. I guess he is just strong. 4 kills. I got dragon here. Have the objective control. And on this side, so the Lee Sin can't Q. If he Qs me, I could get 1 shot though, but at least he won't steal dragon that easily. I'll take a risk. There's the control ward here. Yep, this is still... Oh, he's right here. It's level 5. Conqueror's OP. Oh boy. She doesn't have ult, right? No, surely not. Okay, good. That works out for me. He was level 5. If he was level 6, I would have just ran. This guy is trolling. That's too much. This is a ridiculous move. Okay, I got an opening because Leona ran down, so I can flash EQ and then get the auto attack on her for the kill. If Leona wouldn't have moved away from Kaisa, even though it was an isolation damage, if she wouldn't have moved away from Kaisa, I would never have gotten that kill, essentially. Give that to the Bard, guaranteed. And then pushes into the turret. I'm gonna walk away here. I think I'm never gonna get there in time. I think he's always gonna just walk away now. So even walking up doesn't matter. Rumble's gonna get the wave. 2100 gold will be my Eclipse. That's what I'm gonna look for. So I think 3 more camps here on my top side should give me that. I'm gonna smite this for the red smite. I went with red smite here, by the way, because it's just very good for 1v1 potential. If you're going on Eclipse build or a Gore Drinker build, red smite's generally better. Okay, this is definitely going to give me just enough gold for my Eclipse, which is going to be super good for me. That essentially just wins me the game. Because with that Eclipse, I can just start playing perma-aggressive into this Lee Sin. He will never be able to fight me anymore because he's a little bit too far behind. And I just want a early game jungle tempo, basically. Helping my mid laner and everything works out for me. Rumble has gotten some nice kills as well. I'm going to go for bot scuttle here. I'm gonna instantly move bot scuttle and look towards moving to bot at the same time, because the Lee Sin is definitely gonna be in this area. If they move up this way, I'll be here to cover this. Alright, looks like I'm just gonna go this way. The plant's up, so I'm gonna take the plant over the wall here. Take the leap. I know that I take... Oh, he just gave up. Okay, that's a good kill for me, I guess. Did Rumble just die? No, he didn't. Leap's up in 2, so I'm kind of waiting out the leap by doing scuttle. He just one shots, okay. Guess Rumble is in the same boat as I am, just one early game. I don't want to use E for the camp clear here, because that's too bad. If I get caught out, I'd die. Okay. Oh, there's a Leona with him. That's gonna be my death, right? Am I dead? I'm not dead. I'm getting heavily minion blocked though, which I don't like. I'm alive. That was very close. I used my ult in time. I had to stop. Okay, good. I had to make sure that I walk back there. If the Leona would have walked up slightly faster, I could have potentially died. They're all top lane right now. I have quite a lot of gold. In this game specifically, I can transition this build. I don't have to go, like, if you're going Eclipse, you can also just go, like, still for somewhat of a lethality setup instead of having to go, like, Cleaver and stuff. This game specifically, with the way it's turning out, I think I might go for, like, a Spell Shield here. Just go for the Edge of Night. Gives me extra HP as well, which is nice. It's a very, very nice Bard ult. Wow. I didn't get that kill. Are you serious? Rumble got it? Okay. All I have to focus on now is just do like dragon in 36 seconds. Look for a bot dive potentially. Let's see if this plants up. It's down. I'll wait. Oh, there's a Zix there. Could potentially walk this way. We got that guy. Bart missed his stun, unfortunately. Take this out. Let's just do the extra Q. Go for the play for the dragon now. This early game movement is just like, yeah, complete awareness of what you're doing. Take this, go for the red buff. I do have quite a lot of gold here. I could die here potentially. Oh, that knockback actually saved Leona's life. Lee Sin is actually top lane. I could just heal this. That's a very nice Bard thing. Dude, I have everything on cooldown. How do you not auto attack him, my guy? I have nothing to go in there. He literally one more auto attack would have killed that guy. Everything was on cooldown for me. It's a very risky move. It was a very good Bard ultimate, but he just committed too hard to the play and then didn't take the kill. You trolled me, but no problem. Alright, mate. Sure thing, buddy. Oh well. I get a pretty nice back here soon. I can probably opt to go for... I don't know what I should go for. I think just Spell Shield's gonna be good here. Have to keep in mind that the Edge of Night also gives you HP. So even if you're going for like a more tanky setup, Edge of Night's still very, very good. Because of the additional HP. They aren't tanky enough, and I'm pretty far ahead to transition this build into a more lethality setup for a quicker snowball. But if I would be like more equal here, I could just go for Cleaver, could go for like GA, stuff like that. Just a very like more defensive build with Eclipse would be perfectly fine as well. The boots here, I'm definitely going to go with Mercs, and then I'm just going to go for the Edge of Night. I'll take the back now. My Rumble is basically winning the rest of this game. Bard's doing a pretty decent job as well. So let's get Edge of Night here. Don't have enough money for like Mercs, so I guess I'll just buy this. This is kind of, like, you can kind of see this build setup as like a purple setup for Kayn. Like you can just go Conquer and build into anything like squishy damage dealing. If you're doing pretty well, you can transition this into like tanky stuff. It all works pretty decently. I want to get red and then I'll move towards mid here. I could look for Rift Herald. I think I should. I'm just gonna do Rift Herald to potentially break open like their base or something when I win a team fight. Gonna be a pretty good opportunity right now. With Ka, by the way, if you're doing Rift Herald, you can just Q spam it with a Q evolve. It will always basically present its eye to you like that. It's gonna consistently do that the entire time. If you can land a stun, that would be very good. Ooh, didn't hit it. Let's smite him as well so I don't get killed. Look at how much survivability I have right here. Sure, I'm fat, right? But still, like, then. Just gonna take that. I got the assist on the Lee Sin as well. It's good. I'm just gonna pressure mid turret down and instantly pop the Herald for more push power in mid lane. I think I pushed that in turret range. Hopefully I didn't. I think I did, yeah. Instant turret aggro. Okay. I don't want to go too aggressive here because I just want the Herald to get the bounce, and I'm just gonna play to protect the Herald for this bounce if I can. My team is doing the same thing, so just getting the bounce here is super good, and that's all we need right now. That's little. This is too deep. Oh, I didn't want to question marking them. Just gonna W to slow them so they can't chase. If Kai'Sa jumps on me with her ult here, she's instantly dead, so she probably won't. Oh my god, she flashed. Look at her risky positioning, like, it's so grief. I have my E in like 13 seconds, this is not good. Got a dragon coming up in 30. My rumble went too aggressive there, that's too deep for a dive. If the Kai'Sa didn't have flash though with her positioning, she would have just died right away. I have 23 seconds, so I can't afford to back now. I have to actually wait for the dragon to spawn, do the dragon, and then I can recall. Because if I recall now, I potentially, like, they could just rush dragon in the time that I'm walking back from base, and that would be bad for me. So I just want to make sure that I keep my dragon control up here, and that's why I'm going to stick around for now. I'm just going to W this, make sure it is out of the pit so the Lee Sin is unable to hit his Q in range, basically. Because right from this angle, it's impossible for Lee Sin to land his Q from over the wall at least. There you go. That's the Q miss. Oh my god, that was kind of close. He did that pretty nicely. He played that pretty smooth. That could have potentially been a steal. He smited too early though. I need this. And there we go. Now I get Merc, so I get less CC lock on me. And then I could just go for Cleaver still. I could honestly just build this out lethality wise completely at this point in the game. So I could just go Ghostblade into Grudge into GA. And even though I have Conqueror, it's still very good. Because Conqueror, like, this says nothing, like, this is total healing. But the adaptive damage I gained from this throughout this game has been very important for certain fights that I did. So even though I, like, don't have Electrocute or Dark Harvest, you can still build, like, a setup like this. Will work really well. As you can see, Revitalize has done some pretty nice things with bonus healing and shielding as well. But yeah, Revitalize just synergizes extremely well with Eclipse together. It makes you able to clutch out a lot more plays, which is super nice. Very surprising that he didn't get that Kai'Sa right there. Alright, fine. I could have potentially flash EQ'd Kai'Sa there for the kill shot, but I wasn't sure if that was going to be worth the aggression. Because I have to keep in mind that I'm worth 1,000 gold as well. Even if I kill the Kai'Sa, who's not worth that much, I'd probably lose a lot more if I do die, and it's a pretty risky play to make in that situation. I really need to consider my my gold value if I make a play like that. If I was worth 300 gold, I'd probably go for it, because that makes that play a little bit like safer. Like if I do die, then I'd only lose like the value of 1 death. But if I die now, I'd lose the value of like 3 deaths, which is just super bad for me. They actually saw me. Alright, cool. Just one shoulder. I just needed to wait for a decent opening. This is fine. Because you see, I even going Conqueror, like I have no trouble one-shotting. Like it's really not an issue. And sure, yes, I have a lot of kills, but basically these kills were allowed. I was allowed to get because of Conqueror. So kind of the purple build works pretty well here. Just gonna go for Raptors. Kind of wanted to get my top side, but I think I just go pressure for mid turret with Lucian here. Get this turret down. I'll have my ghost blade soon. 1450 gold, I believe. Yeah. Oh my god. My auto attack didn't register. I clicked it, but it didn't go off. It's okay. I stopped my combo slightly there. I should have played a little bit slower for the auto attack. Still got double on hip here. I think we should be backing. Slow them with my W. I don't want to go too aggressive. This Rylai slow is really annoying. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, Predator is insane. They shouldn't chase us. We're overextended there for sure. It was unreasonable to fight there anymore, especially considering I have a lot of gold as well. It's okay. I'm not gonna jump. Like, I could have again jumped into the fight here, one-shot the Kaisa, but probably would have died in return. Considering my gold, that's not worth it. We just Baron, or like Dragon. We could just Baron into Dragon or something and just end this game out. My team is just like, just pushing it a little bit too far every time. This game would have been over by now if they would have just played it a little bit more back, because they're actually giving the enemy team a little bit too much gold every single time they die. Like this Rumble, for example. I'm not sure if he's actually going to die, but still. There's no reason to play that aggressive when we could just literally clean this out with a Baron move. I can tank this pretty well. They're all bot lane. If the Trenimer just shows up for this, he does damage. Bard can do damage. Okay, Bard has the Baron aggro, which means he gets the 50% damage reduction, which means my Qs do more damage, which is very good. Evolve-wise here, I'd finish this off with an E evolve at level 16 for the resets of this as well. I don't think I'm going to get to that point, so I'll mention it now. Build-wise here, I'm just going to go Grudge into GA in this situation, in this game specifically. And yeah. Is he going to get the slow? Am I going to get the slow? Flash, that's fine. We can just take the Dragon. Take Soul. I'm gonna take Infernal Soul. I don't care. Rumble is dead anyway. I don't want to fight with Rumble dead, and I could just take Infernal Soul. There's no reason to risk it, because if we die now, give up Dragon, that would be bad. Rumble is one of the strongest members, so I don't necessarily want to fight without him, and that's why I'm doing this, instead of like trying to look for a play. Nice try. It's a good attempt from Leona to steal there. Not bad. I think Infernal Dragon should have won that team fight for us already. I don't think I necessarily have to participate, but I'll move anyway. Okay. That exhaust came in very clutch for the Lucian to live. And that should be game. Pretty smooth. Not too bad. Getting body blocked by these minions pretty damn hard. Let's finish off third here. And I'll just start hitting the Nexus and we should be good. If I cannot be allowed to hit the Nexus, of course, that is. That hit me? Oh, I could die here. I need to be respectful. I don't know why my team isn't hitting Nexus. Like, it's kind of grief, to be honest. Interesting. Are you gonna go for this? I actually can't move up now. I guess I'm just gonna go for top turret. And Baron all these minions up quickly and just get the turret. Okay, I don't have any mana. I need to get blue. What are you doing, buddy? I'll tank this for him. Can I catch up to this guy? Okay, well, he just did that. Oh, okay, well, he's alive. I don't have the mana to do a chase right now. My E's on cooldown as well. My team is not wanting to finish this out properly, which is interesting, but it is what it is, I guess. Let me just push this in. I have blue now, so I could just go back in the fight. Come on, then. Bring it. Just hit Nexus, I guess. We just hit Nexus. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, GG's. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button below. Helps me out quite a bit. If you'd like to see more videos from me in the future, hit the subscribe button as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.